Hello, Cancer. This is going to be your general tarot reading for February 2021. So this reading is for you if you are a Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, or even a Cancer Venus. This reading may or may not resonate for you. It might be a mixed bag where certain things about it resonate a lot and other parts don't. Oftentimes I've noticed sometimes there's a jumble of messages for different people in them. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. If it doesn't fit, it may just not be your reading this month. You may, if that's the case, you may want to check out your other positions or other signs that are in your first three: rising, sun, moon, and also Venus. So if you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the beginning of the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box that you can click on, and it will take you straight to the beginning of the reading. Also down there is my email in case you are interested in getting a private reading with me, as well as the names of the decks that I'm using in case you're curious. So let's just see what comes out for Cancer for February 2021. Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. We're about halfway to spring. Okay. 11 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here comes Raven. He wanted to say hi. 4, 5, 6. 'Did I say 6 or 7? I can't remember. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, Raven, you're going to have to move, bud. Come here. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I think sometime in the future I'm going to invest in a different microphone. This one's on a headset, and so it's a little bit strange. It's hard to tell whether it's picking up on me or not. Okay. This is a mixed bag of a lot of different things. It seems like you're going through a lot in February, or have a lot going on. Okay. This is a strange way to start your reading off with, but there are other elements in this reading that will help to soften it, I'm sure. So, no, Raven, don't start. Okay, that's it. I'm going to have to let the cat out. I'll be right back. All right. This is a strange way to start off your reading, but it must be coming out for a reason. So, Your central experience for February 2021 seems to be about having to deal with a difficult person. This is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is cruel conflict. You know, the Five of Wands is more petty conflict where it's really just people blowing off steam, kind of like a bar fight or something. But this is more cruel. It definitely signifies possibly somebody who is narcissistic, cruel with words, unnecessarily competent. This involves not caring about hurting other people in order to rise to the top or to gain control or domination in a situation. You may have had somebody treat you cruelly recently, or you're having to deal with a difficult person at work or at home or in your life somehow. This also has to do with victimization and also perpetrators. So the victim is this person down here that he has knocked off the boat, that he doesn't care if he or she drowns or not. And the perpetrator is this guy right here. So there's something about themes involving this going on right now. You might be feeling a little bit extra sensitive this month where things get to you more than usual. But let's find out more. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Recognition. Maybe you're recognizing that something is abusive or that something is not feeling so hot, or you're recognizing the fact that somebody around you is cruel or has ulterior motives or doesn't care a whit about you. Or you could be recognizing aspects in yourself, I suppose, that come out from now and then. You know how they say hurt people hurt people. Maybe you're recognizing that something is going on around you that's off. Or you're recognizing the fact that somebody is not who you thought they were. You might even be going deep and looking into abuse or things like this throughout your lineage or in your family that has gone from generation to generation. In order to transmute it, let me get more on it. I got recognition. Maybe you've been gaslighted, or you've been led to believe that what you're seeing isn't happening, but it seems to be that it is. So let's find out more. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Actually, I'm going to use this deck. Fabulism, the power of imagination. Persecution, casual cruelty. I'm sorry, you guys, I have to keep on going with this to kind of narrow down what it's saying. All right, let me pick one from, excuse me, a tarot deck. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Why does recognition come up in here? This could be nightmares, or trouble sleeping at night, or just a lack of mental peace. This could be your own mind rather than an external person. Or this could be things going on in your own mind based off of things that have happened to you in the past. Okay, I kind of get a clue on what's happening here. So you have the Five of Swords in with the Four of Swords. It may be that you are recovering from some kind of a situation where you have not been treated right. And so you need to rest, take care of yourself, and heal from this experience where you're not taking pain from this with you into the future. This could very well have something to do with things that have gone on in the far distant past. These two are very similar. Hopefully you can see it okay. In persecution, casual cruelty, there's a bigger bully girl that is grabbing another littler, smaller girl by her hair and wrestling her down to the ground. This is very akin or very much the same as this man knocking this person off the boat. This is casual cruelty. Sometimes people are just mean. You know, when you are, at least for me anyway, when I was a child, we had plenty of bullies and a lot of teasing and name calling. We even had outright fights at my schools when I was growing up out in the schoolyard. This can be someone is unhappy or angry in general, and they take it out on others in totally inappropriate ways that can scar people for lifetimes, depending on how bad the abuse was. This could be a parent that treated you this way. This could be an old partner from a long time ago that treated you this way. You could have been bullied in your childhood at school pretty badly, or something like this. So this is what is in this person's past. And now it might be, you might be having some things come up where you have some nightmares, or back then you used to have night terrors, or somehow things left over from this are coming up at night when you're trying to sleep. Maybe because you're finally resting and you're not distracted by everyday things in waking daytime. Something about this you are bringing to, you are recognizing it for what it is. And you are also recognizing the fact that you have a part to play in this, in that your imagination or your fears, or even how your mind looks back over it, there's fabulism involved in here, where maybe you are afraid that this is going to continue in the future, or your imagination has made it out to be a lot worse than it actually was, or you keep on going back over it in your imagination, trying to make sense out of this, or trying to let go of it, or trying to reach some kind of a conclusion. Yeah, you're recognizing your own part in this, where you're realizing you might not want to focus on it anymore, or think about it anymore, or to distract yourself with something totally different, whether it's reading a novel, or breathing deeply, or going for a walk. It could also be for someone that you're recognizing the fact that whatever it is that you have been through that was cruel before, I don't know who this is coming out for, but it's coming out. You may have been in an abusive relationship before where your children witnessed some things and you're recognizing the fact that it's bothering them. If for some reason somebody watching is recovering and healing from a really abusive relationship in the past, if you have children, have been having night terrors, or possibly experimenting with lying, or with nightmares, things like that, night terrors, nightmares, worries, fears, showing signs that they don't completely feel safe. It's because things that they have witnessed in the past are affecting them. And to recognize this in the situation and work on healing something with your child where they feel more safe, especially at night. It might be, even if there has been no abuse in the past, even though this is in here, it could even be that somebody has a child who's being bullied somehow, and it's coming out in other ways. But also to help your child use their vivid, I feel like this, if this is a child, they have an extremely vivid imagination and are extremely emotionally intelligent. If you are dealing with a child who's having nightmares, try to make them feel safer. Also, give them a little bit of power by showing them some kind of a ritual that they can do, whether it's to have a lucky stone under their pillow, to keep a little night light on at night, something that they can do to help themselves to feel safer. All that aside, I would just say that you are recovering from difficulty and possibly being misunderstood. But keep in mind, you need to focus on the people that are in your life that actually recognize you and where you have a bond with them. You do not need to be in any kind of a situation where you are worried about somebody. You might be worried about somebody coming back and causing issues for you, but you might even be recognizing that you have some aspects of how you communicate that you need to reconsider or figure out a different way of doing it, but that's a very tiny message in here. So, okay, let's move on. Hopefully this is making sense for someone. Your challenge in this is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a person in your life. This could also be you. So if this is you, your challenge is keeping everything together, or creating enough abundance for yourself where you can actually have a lot of self-care, take care of yourself and rest, where you're not working all the time or busy all the time. It might be that you have a lot going on right now, and so it's hard for you to find the time or the energy to nurture yourself. Could also be being grounded. You might feel ungrounded this month. It kind of makes sense. You have so much unconscious stuff coming up, especially at night. It might be hard for you to feel completely grounded and practical right now. Or this could also be a person. So let's find out more. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. If it is a person, it is, most specifically, it is a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. It could be an earth sign. Or if you have planets in Capricorn yourself, it might be hard for you to be your Capricorn self this month, or to get things done or focus on your goals because you have all this Cancerian emotional stuff coming up. Jealousy, unleashing inner demons. Is someone jealous of you? Or are you jealous of something? Let's find out. Reserve, complete unto oneself. Maybe you see things that you admire in someone else and you wish you could bring it out more in your own life. It doesn't have to be something as drastic as jealousy, but you could also have somebody around you who admires certain aspects of yourself and wishes that they had those things as well, or wonders why they can't. This could even be a jealous ex for someone. It seems as though you're cool and unfettered, though. And this might be part of the reason on why this person is jealous, is because they can't get through to you, or they can't bother you, or you're trying your best to withstand certain energies flying around you. This is reserve, complete unto oneself. The woman is holding back slightly. She's having her hand kissed by somebody. Complete unto yourself. You know who you are. You're strong in yourself. You know your capabilities. You are whole unto yourself. You don't necessarily need other people in order to feel strong. You are a strong person. Because you are a little bit reserved this way, or you are walking with a lot of confidence, somebody else around you might feel jealous about this or wish that they had that. Don't don't respond if that's the case. Just keep on doing your own thing. But for some reason, this is a challenge this month. Or it could be that you are having some feelings of resentment because possibly you have somebody from your past that treated you like crap. And you are trying to heal from it, but you see someone else being complete unto themselves, and you're wondering where the justice is in this situation. And so you may be struggling with a little bit of jealousy, or it might be that you're in a relationship and something, you possibly have been betrayed in the past or had issues with people not being faithful in the past, and so you may be recognizing the fact that your imagination is getting ahead of you and making you feel like possibly this might happen again. Maybe you notice someone in your surroundings that's very attractive or very confident, and it makes you worry that perhaps your significant other might have an attraction towards them. I don't know. But let's look at what's helping you. You may be having jealousy from others because you are content or because you are doing well right now. All right, well, what is helping you is the Eight of Wands. So things are speeding up. If things were blocked or slowed down or stagnant before, they no longer are. Things are moving, things are changing, there are opportunities up in the air. You might be traveling, you might be flying in an airplane to go see someone, you might have something come up for work where you have to travel for it. You're looking at future destinations of possible goals or things you would like to do in the future, and it feels like things are possible now, or things are speeding up. You may have an unexpected visitor or people coming through. Or messages coming to you very quickly. Let's see. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. There's more things to do with dreams in here. Maybe you're seeing opportunities happen or things speeding up with being able to take your dreams and bring them into reality. Strength. All right, let me use a tarot deck. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. Ooh, maybe a relationship is speeding up, possibly, or a business, or whatever it is that you've been putting your energy into. So, with the Eight of Wands, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the King of Cups, which could be a scorpionic individual or a water sign. It could be that this could be a partner or a relationship that you're in. If you are in a relationship, there is a lot of loyalty there and a lot of intensity. That might be why you're feeling a little bit more emotional than usual. But it seems like if you have recently built a beginning of a foundation on a relationship, the relationship is speeding up. Things are progressing in a relationship with someone who is possibly a water sign or a Scorpio. But that aside, I would say if this is a business, whatever this is, it looks like you put a lot of your intentions and your emotional energy into it, and you've put you've put your all into something, whether it's a home, a business, a family situation, how you make money, a relationship, your health even. And it seems as though you're off to a really good start and things are moving quickly or growing quickly, so you feel reassured that this is not going to become lost or isn't going to grow or anything like that. You also have dream time and strength. So believe in your own capacities, be strong in yourself, realize you've got it in you to create anything that you wish, and that includes bringing your dreams into reality. And also trust your intuition. Trust your gut feelings about things. Trust your gut reactions to things. And you have it in you to accomplish anything. And this is what's helping you. You might also have some really strong spirit guides or guides, forces looking out for you, giving you omens, messages, dreams. You also had this earlier. So something about dreams or sleeping or needing a certain amount of peace is necessary, or to tune in with yourself to really receive clarity and recognize what's happening in a situation, rather than what the circus of the mind or the emotions can turn something into. So, okay. At your core, or in your instincts, you are yourself. This is a Cancer court card. You feel very sensitive, emotional, empathic, psychic. You're picking up on things all around you. It's important for you to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself emotionally. You feel very much yourself this month. So let me look more into that. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Ascension, nurtured and nurturing. Yeah, you need nurturing. And you need to nurture and be nurtured this month. You may also be spending time with children if you have any. Nurtured and nurturing, very Cancerian. It's important for you to take moments out to take care of yourself and to nurture the situations that you love in your life and take good care of them. And also for others to take good care of you, where you feel like not only are you nurturing, but you are being nurtured. And also to nurture yourself. There might be something in here about babies, or a friend of yours is having a baby, or you go to a baby shower, or I know things are complicated because of the virus right now. Not everyone can get together in person as much as before, but you might be thinking about having a baby. You might realize that you are having a baby. A dear friend of yours might be having a baby. Something about this brings up deep feelings of like family and connection and nurturing, caring. You might be becoming an uncle or an auntie, something like that. You might need to nurture someone around you who is expecting a baby at this time. If you have a sister or friend, or know someone that you're close to that is pregnant right now, you might need to you're feeling drawn to nurture them, and to make sure that they have what they need, or to spend time with them. Okay. In the recent past, looks like you are in a relationship. Either that, or this is a business partnership, a kindred spirit friend, soulmate, somebody also getting along with others, approaching situations with what can be compromised or worked out, seeing eye to eye, mutual respect, mutual love. This can also be a relationship. So it looks as though you feel very connected to somebody, and you're seeing eye to eye. You have mutual respect there. You feel very drawn to create harmony and beauty in your life in general. This might be why some of this stuff is erupting with fears, doubts, worries, jealousy, a feeling of slight insecurity, is because you actually care about this situation or this person, or it's if you have had difficult situations in the past, it can be hard to completely trust a new situation because you've been hurt before, and you don't ever want to have to go back to that state again. And so you might be struggling with some unconscious emotions that are coming up at this time that you have to sift through. But remember to ground yourself and nurture yourself. Maybe instead of speaking about these things to random people, instead you speak to someone that you really feel will keep it to themselves, or give you good advice, or be empathic with what is going on right now, that you can feel comforted by. Let me find out more about the Two of Cups. There might be somebody that you have your eye on, but you're not actually in a relationship with them. But there is a connection or a bond there, like you guys know each other or are friends or something like that. And you might be, somebody watching you might feel as though there's a little bit of competition around or something. But I'm getting more that you have just already entered a relationship, or you definitely are entering a time in your life where you want more harmony, or you need to surround yourself with people that are healthy for you, and that where you can see eye to eye and communicate well. Let me magnetism, charming properties. Perhaps you've been recently charmed by somebody, or someone finds you extremely charming. There's a lot of magnetism in this attraction, where you feel drawn to each other like magnets. It's not really something that you can control. Or this is how someone feels about you, or this might be how you feel about somebody. Might even be that for some of you, you're dealing with someone else being jealous because you're in a good place, and they may have feelings for you and see that you have many options because you're an extremely magnetic person. But I'm between these two in here. I'm seeing that for a number of you, you already are in a relationship, or you've recently started one, or one is growing. And there's a lot of magnetism there. When there's a lot of soulmate, like magnetism, Plutonian or Venusian, or Mars Venus, or Venus Pluto, it's hard to describe. It brings up emotions that you never would have thought would be brought up in a relationship. It's not a mundane relationship, or it's not a surface relationship. It brings up a lot of unconscious things that need to be dealt with or transmuted in order to make sure that things are balanced. You feel very strongly about this. So As your best possible outcome, you have the Ten of Wands. That's odd. So let's look into that. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. Courage, defensive, but daring. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of the Seven of Wands a little bit in most decks. Courage, defensive, but daring. Feels like you're carrying a lot of burdens from the past that you need to let go of or put down. You also might be completely swamped with a million things that you're trying to do all at once. And you're not sure if you'll make it to the finish line with your back intact. You might be having some back problems or neck problems, or it might be that instead of feeling burdened, you're taking matters into your own hands and deciding to put those wands down and just keep one and keep on going in your journey in a different way than before. You might have to be defensive but daring because you need to stand up to something or someone or a situation that is putting too much on you. And you need to face off with the situation and tell them, I'm not carrying all these things for you anymore. Let me pick a little bit more. You're feeling defensive. Do you feel like someone's trying to attack you? Or people are trying to urge you or get you to do things that you don't want to do? Or it's just too much? Too much is being put on you by others? Imprudence, home unguarded. Interesting. Do you feel like something is threatened? Whether it's a child or a home situation or a work situation, or it could be a relationship, something you're worried about, something being taken from you, or you have to be on guard because if you're not, then something might happen that you don't want. I don't know. This seems like things from the past or things that you've been battling with for quite some time. It's imprudence, home unguarded, and there's a bunch of little mischievous imps coming in through the door, and it looks like there might be a baby in that little rocking bed, but nobody's home. Do you feel like you need to guard something from being stolen? Or maybe you're doing so many things that you feel like you're not really able to do it all, and so certain things are left unguarded. Or you feel responsible for something where you're the only one who's being responsible. Okay, give me a remedy or give me a better idea of what their best possible outcome here is. Legacy. You are letting go of old burdens that have been placed on you. Maybe somebody watching, you were the eldest out of a bunch of kids, and so you were taught responsibility at a very young age where you feel like you need to protect or defend or keep certain things from happening, or Maybe this is left over from things that you experienced a long time ago, or even a mindset that was given to you by family members when you were very young. You do not have to be responsible for this, or not so much. You can have other people share this burden with you if you need to carry it, or it may be just burdens that you do not need to carry anymore. Nothing is going to happen to the things that you care about if you step away for a moment. You don't have to be on guard all the time. Or past mechanisms and things that you have carried with you for a long time need to go. It might be that you have antiques or things, literally inheritances that have been left to you and you're afraid of someone stealing them or leaving them unguarded, or you refuse to let them go. You need to carry them with you all the time. Something needs to be let go of here. It could be an old legacy that no longer is helping you in any way. It's holding you back from being able to evolve. Your best possible outcome might be that you have to stand up to feelings of responsibility being put on you by others, or expectations on the behalf of others on you that you're standing up to once and for all. I almost get the words, you carry the burdens this time. Why do I have to be the one to do it? Why don't you people help me? Or I'm just going to put these things down. Okay, hopefully this is making sense for you. Let me pick one actual tarot card on this. Yeah. Maybe you have a new situation, a new relationship, a new family, a new home, a new job that you feel that you need to guard. In the fear, I'm getting fear in this reading down here. Fear of it being snatched away or taken or destroyed, or but that isn't the case. You can count on this to stay. You don't have to worry about it so much or carry so many burdens. But also be courageous. Be courageous and strong with what you are manifesting or doing, or what you have started, for sure. And if you look at this, this person is carrying 10 wands. This person is holding just one wand or spear. She has become, it looks like you have become old, decrepit, and have back pain because you've been possibly carrying burdens from the past of bad things happening when you left something unguarded. And this might have been something that has happened to other people in your family from when you were young too, that you were instilled with somehow. Or you want to protect what you value, but it seems as though you become younger by putting these things down. You no longer have to carry this anymore. It no longer applies. You will become younger and more energetically by letting these things go and just sticking with what's important to you, and be courageous about it. So in the future, you have the Six of Pentacles. You may have somebody invest in you. You may invest in someone else. There might be mutual agreements, shaking hands on something, receiving assistance or grants or whatever it is that you need to get started with something. There's equal give and take here, equal mutual respect, and having what you need and being able to combine your energies with other people. Because Mercury is retrograde for most of this month, I would give you the advice not to sign any paperwork just yet or make a contract on anything just yet. Wait until Mercury goes direct to move forward with anything, but it is a good time to go back over the past on loose ends, things you have to wrap up, things you have to finish up. That way your spirit desk will be emptier and you'll be able to focus more on how to move forward after this. This could also be looking over how relationships with others can be reciprocal rather than carrying everything on your back, where people have shared responsibilities or shared duties or shared investments going on in a situation. So you might receive a gift of some kind, or you're definitely noticing in the future that things are evening out or things are becoming more fair, especially with things like money or resources or time spent. Awareness, true character revealed. Yeah, it might be that you've been worrying about something that isn't even in reality. It might be that your imagination has gotten the better of you because of fears from the past, of things that you've already experienced. But you might be realizing that you don't need to be doubtful of someone. Their true character is revealed as being a fair, equally invested person. Might be that you had some fears that somebody was not what you thought they were or not who they said they were, but let me get more though. Insight, parting the veil. I feel like you're battling with reality versus your fears this month, or reality versus your insecurities, which shows that you are healing, growing, evolving, and that you are a strong person, because only a strong person can admit to themselves or to other people that they even have insecurities. Just because true strength is being real. It's not about pretending to not have insecurities. If someone had no insecurities or no fears or no worries based off of past experiences, it would make me wonder whether they're human or not, or whether they're an alien from some other planet. This is very strong of you, actually. You are becoming aware of certain aspects of your being that maybe might self-sabotage or that drive you crazy in your mind at night. Some of this might have been passed on to you from even family members from when you were young, or even from past lifetimes of things that you have experienced. But the good news here is that in the future, it looks like you receive insight, you see through the veil, you realize that someone's true character is revealed to you, so you don't necessarily have to worry anymore. It feels much more solid, because there is fairness, equality, and mutual investment in a situation, whether it's business, whether it's money related, whether it's romantic, whether it's family, no matter what this is. So, and yeah, interesting. Or you may feel like someone around you is trying to sabotage you, but it turns out that they're not. They're actually helping you somehow. Okay? And also, if you're thinking of investing money in something, it seems as though you receive insight as to the true character revealed in the situation, for good or ill. That way you'll know whether it's a good step to take on investing in something. With your money, your time, your energy, your resources, make sure you receive clarity before you jump into anything or do anything or make any major agreements. So right now you have the Seven of Pentacles. It seems as though you're waiting for something to grow, or you're waiting temporarily or having to be patient. So you've already invested time, money, energy in or love into something, and now you're seeing what happens. stability. You've been trying to manifest stability and sure-footedness, and you're off to a great start. You really are. It's just things need to stabilize slowly in their own timing right now. There might be something that you're waiting to stabilize before you do anything further. Or to take a step, if you are not sure-footed, if you don't feel sure-footed, to take a step back and wait until you do, instead of pushing yourself. So with the Seven of Pentacles, you have stability, sure-footedness. This cat is not going to fall. Cats generally land on their feet. They have excellent balance. They're able to do things that I would never be able to do. It might be that you are waiting until you feel more sure-footed before you actually continue with something. And you're taking time out to wait for things to stabilize a little bit. But this is what your goal is for stability, and it looks as though you've already put energy into it. Okay, let me pick one more. Reflection. Yeah, it's a time to reflect on what kind of stability do you want. First, you need to receive a vision so that you know what to do next, so that you will be sure-footed. Maybe you're waiting to receive some clarity on something first, or to reflect first, to make sure you know exactly what you're doing or getting yourself into, and then things will stabilize. So in your surroundings, you have the Ten of Swords. This is rough. Could it be that you're directly involved in some kind of a situation right now where there's something really difficult going on? This could even be an awful boss, or an awful job, or even you're getting out of a difficult relationship because you have the Ten of Swords in your surroundings. It may be that you just realize the place where you are, the literal location where you are, is not for you. Maybe too much history has happened in this location. Too many bad memories, too many difficult memories, too many things have happened. Every corner that you walk down, it reminds you of something from the past. It seems to be too much, or there's some kind of a painful ending, maybe possibly with a relationship that went on for a good while, where you're thinking of possibly moving to a different location because it's too tied in with the past. Or it could be that a difficult relationship is ending, or a feeling of, it could even be an old way of thinking is coming to an end, and a new way of thinking is starting to come in. But something needs to pass away first before you can pursue the new. So let me look. What does this painful ending have to do with? Is it in their own? Is it something that's going on for them internally, or is it something external in their surroundings? Whoa. Yeah. Exploration. You might need to travel for a little bit, or get out of whatever routine you're in, or to get out of the location where you are for a little bit, in order to bring new thoughts, new perceptions, new ideas, new dreams, and new possibilities into your consciousness. Maybe a long-term situation that has kept you trapped or feeling trapped has finally ended, and you're able to put those wands down and finally go explore, and not sacrifice so much of your energy for others or situations. Instead, go see what is out there for you. Or even trauma and pain from past relationships need to end and release from your consciousness in order for you to explore potential new relationships in your surroundings. Let me leave that there. And discernment. you're learning or you have learned the art of discernment, or you need to use this concerning what you surround yourself with. You don't want to end up here. You want to end up here. Or discerning the fact that this is in your head and this is in reality, or this, you are coming out of this and this is what you are headed for in the future, and that it's not going to be like this. Use discernment concerning what you surround yourself with. So your fear is of more fighting, disagreements. Could it be that you've hit a rocky period with a relationship, or just a situation with coworkers, or something, or even a family situation? It looks as though your fear is of more fighting or a conflict. What is their hope? To embrace the things that you truly care about, and to feel safe and loved instead of having to be in situations like that, or for things to come back to love. And it seems as though things have taken a weird turn somehow. So your general outcome is the Princess of Cups. Could this be a child of yours? If it's not, then this is your own inner child. It's important for your own inner child to feel safe, loved, and creative, and well taken care of. This is to take care of and nurture. Where is it? This is her natural mother, the Queen of Cups, which you had in your instincts, along with nurture and be nurtured. It's important to nurture children in your life at this time. There might be something about this situation that's affecting them. Another message is that you need to nurture your own inner child here and make sure that you are able to express yourself from the heart, talk about your feelings, feel held and embraced by the universe rather than fought or bullied. There might be some kind of a new creative process that you're doing right now, whether it's music or art or dance or poetry or cooking or some kind of business that you have. It's important for you to nurture your dreams and nurture yourself. Don't allow anyone to bully you. Stick up for yourself. You also might need other people to stick up for you too, or to show you some form of emotional support. You're feeling extra vulnerable this month. Let me pick more with her. If you're coming from some kind of a dark or a difficult legacy, or there's some old haunts from your childhood that you are releasing this month and healing from, it looks as though you can entirely do it. And you will no longer feel like you will feel like your inner child is finally being protected. So tell me more about the Princess of Cups. Conflict, personal disunity. Is there a family battle going on? Is there a custody battle going on? Or was there a lot of conflict in the home somehow that affected a child? Or you want this, not this? Or this is conflict with yourself over your own true calling or what you're supposed to be doing right now, or even with realizing that you are special You have afflatus, I think that's how you pronounce it, your divine calling. You are special. You might be feeling, battling with some self-esteem stuff this month, but it looks like you're on top of it, or you're getting through it, you're processing it. But your divine calling, you want to follow your divine calling. You want to follow what's in your heart. You want to be able to just do this without having to have conflict. This could be internal conflict on what's possible for you right now, or whether or not you would be able to bring your dreams into reality. Can I have a remedy for them? Give me a remedy of something that they can focus on to come through conflict out onto the other side to find clarity. There it is again. Everybody's been getting this. Past lifetimes, past lives. Something about this situation is bringing up a lot of unconscious deep emotions from past lifetimes or things that you don't remember from your own childhood. How is that a remedy? Give me a remedy. Okay, your remedy is to release attachment to things from the past. There you go. I know it's easier said than done, but it's totally doable, especially since you have so much strength in this reading. Attachment to past lifetimes, or attachment to trauma from past lifetimes, or wanting to keep things that have passed, still being attached to past memories. This all needs to be released so that you can fully follow your divine calling and be able to open up your heart without feeling as though someone is going to attack you. Okay, hopefully that made sense for someone. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And the sound wasn't weird this time around. I'm going to pick one frou-frou, lighthearted, kind of easy card for you to leave this reading with. I wish you all the best with everything. I love you, Cancers. I have a soft spot for Cancers. I always have. Actually, in Vedic astrology, I am a Cancer, but in Western astrology, I'm a Leo. I just adore Cancer energy. I suppose it makes sense. I have Cancer in my 7th house of partnerships. So, all right. Anything that they need to hear before I go? I love you. These are very important words. Do you need to hear from someone that they love you? Or do you need to tell someone that you love them? Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. Okay. If you would like to check out the dailies, those are going to start coming out again tomorrow, and then in the middle of the month, probably on Valentine's Day or around it, I'm going to probably do a check-in for all the signs for mid-month, but very short little ones for each sign. So if you want to stay tuned for that, or just come back for your March readings. All right. Take care, you guys. Bye.